So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big hit at the end, but they own a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. So on their 1st drive of the game, they'll go for it in the road territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He's escaping the pocket now. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. To the air, it's Simpson. Throwing for his running back. Makes the grab on the move. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring out 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking for some space. It's Miller. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Oh, a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Close to the tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the handoff on a counter. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down here for this offense. Hands it off on the counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Trying to get the throw off. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, tied. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hands off to the left. It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was... the football there on
quarterback's trying to do here, he's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a quick grab. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening in the opponent's 38. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Offense moving closer to the line again after that catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's fourth down and 6. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Dropping back, it's Simpson. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Law. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught quickly. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Final 10 seconds of the 1st half. They'll line up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's hit as he throws it. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Lets it go as he's being hit. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. To the air, it's Simpson. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction than where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Just much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. back on the field. And the back gets the football. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd down.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Get set. Get set.
Caught over the middle. It's Belling. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the 1st down. He makes the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score now about 24, Ohio State 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip.
Brings up 3rd down.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the wideout goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Belling. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid game on the ground. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. you better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Touchdown, Ohio State. A strong fight back. Here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Breaks loose at the 40. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the right here. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal.